Narayana. Hari Om and greetings from Raleigh. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. You've all heard of this before. What science am I talking about? Ayurveda. In Vedanta, Vata is desire. Pitta is anger. Pitta means fire, no? Angry people are fiery. And Kapha is earth, correct? Greedy people are those who want materials. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha is desire, anger, and greed. Now, if I'm a Pitta person, I go see a Vaidya, an Ayurvedic practitioner. If I'm an angry person, what do? Can Ayurveda cure me of anger? Here is where we need someone like Rishi Narada. The word Narada means Naram Dadati. Dadati means gives, and Naram means God. The one who gives God, if I'm given God, how can I be desirous? What would I desire? What would I be greedy for? And Rishi Narada is the best at it, no? He gave God to Valmiki. He's giving God to Bhakti Mata. He's giving God to all of us, no? The shloka of the first shloka of our Ramayana shares, and you know this mantra, so you can chant with me if you want. Varnanam artha sanganam rasanam chandasamapi mangalanam cha kartarau vande vani vinayakau. This is the first shloka of Ramayana, which actually shows why all of Ramayana has come together, and that is Vani Vinayaka. Vani is the icon for knowledge, and Vinayaka is the icon for humility. Vidya dadati Vinaya. All of Ramayana is about Vidya, so we can be Vinaya. Humility is godliness. When we are being given God, what's being given away is our ego. And no one else can do it other than our rishis, as we're seeing in Bhagavatam. And shared in one more way. For most of us right now, our relationship with Maya is that she's the queen of our lives, and Bhakti is the dancer. Bhakti dances to Maya. But when the Guru Shishya Parampara bring the Shastras to life, there's a reverse in those roles where Bhakti becomes the queen and Maya becomes the dancer. With such a kavacha, Maya cannot touch us. It's the completion of Vibhishana Gita. We'll now shift to Srimad Bhagavatam proper. Mahatmya is complete. We'll now shift to Srimad Bhagavatam proper. In Srimad Bhagavatam, each section is called a canto. A canto. How many cantos are there in Srimad Bhagavatam? 12. Within these cantos, there are chapters, and lots of chapters. How many verses are in Srimad Bhagavatam? Too many. 18,000. The only 18,000 we know is really dollars, people, but we really don't know what 18,000 is. There's 18,000 verses. The first canto of Bhagavatam, each canto has a specific focus. And the first canto's focus is adhikari. Adhikari. In English, that would mean eligible or student. Who's the ideal student for Bhagavatam? And in this chapter, who will be brought into our vision is Raja Parikshita. The one who examines all. When he was born asking, who saved me? Who saved me? Who saved me? He was always engaged in pariksha. He was never thoughtless, never careless. For us, this means being sincere with this kata. For some, this is a story no different than Lord of the Rings, than Harry Potter, than Aladdin. But for those who are sincere, they're not objectifying it, they are subjectifying it. That sincerity is there. Bhagavatam, like Bhagavad Gita, focuses on dharma. The first message of Bhagavad Gita is dharma. That's the first word. Bhagavatam is the same, but there's a difference between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Why should one study Bhagavad Gita? For moksha. In Bhagavatam, we are taught to follow dharma for no reason at all. Not even moksha. And that's a lovely message to do away with doership and deservership. To do away with reciprocity. You do the right thing because it is the right thing. Even when I bring in moksha, there's that expectation. No? So this is who a sincere adhikari is. And the opposite of this would be someone like Dundukari. Remember the word or the phrase that describes Dundukari? Shavahastena bhojana. The one who eats with a hand that's like a corpse. If you go to a funeral, if you go to a smashanam, what do you have to do traditionally right away? Take a shower. Though many of us go to a restaurant afterwards. Shavahastena bhojana means someone who is selfish. That's what it means in a very simple way. But what's amazing is that what Bhagavatam did to him, when he listens to Bhagavatam, he doesn't go with Yama's attendance, he goes with Narayana's attendance. It is only those who are abhakta that go to Yama. Bhaktas don't go to Yama. Bhaktas go to Bhagwan. You know, as we plan for gracefully aging, if I'm a bhakta, I will gracefully age. If I'm not a bhakta, I will fearfully age. I'm highlighting again, an adhikari knows all of this. Srimad Bhagavatam is the sadhya, is the sadhana, is the sadhaka. It's the total package. Srimad Bhagavatam is the goal, that is Bhagwan. Is the path, that is bhakti. And if I'm related to this, if I'm sincere about this, then I too am Bhagavatam. I am the bhakta. What Bhagavatam is described as by Guruji is that this is nectar. That's a very Indian description, no? Nectar? But when you think of nectar, if you eat a mango, you have to take out the seed, you have to cut the skin, etc. And then you eat the nectar part of it, right? In Bhagavatam, nothing is to be discarded. Bhagavatam is so smooth and so sweet that you can't eat it, you can only drink it. Mundaka Upanishad's like that too. Right? Even saying it is difficult. Mundaka? I have to shave my head? But Bhagavatam is just sweetness. And you just drink and drink and drink for the adhikari. For the non-adhikari, so boring. Today's a lunch Sunday, right? With this, I will read the first shloka and the second shloka. These are long shlokas, so I'm not going to ask you to repeat. The first shloka and second shloka, the remaining 17 16,998 shlokas are an explanation of these first two shlokas, are a bhasha on these two shlokas. And that's why I said we're all fortunate to be able to do this together. That you're getting Bhagavatam in 30 minutes. Not even a saptaha, 30 minutes. Janmadhyasya yatonvaya titataraschaarteshvabhignaswarat tene brahmahridaya adikavaye muhyanti yatsurayaha tejo varimridam yatha vinimayo yatrastrisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam satyam param dhimahi dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayon mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Kim va parer Ishwaraha Sadyo Hridaya Varudyate Trakritibihi Shushrushubi Tatchana. Got it? These are such precious shlokas. So for a long time in every class, I will highlight one portion of these shlokas. So it's always with us. That why we're studying this is for this. Why we're studying this is for this. The key part that I'll highlight in the first shloka is Satyam Param Dhimahi. Where have you heard the word dhi before? Think, where does the word dhi come from? Gayatri mantra, but focus on dhi specifically. Dhiya, samadhi. The word samadhi means well and fully placed. What is well and fully placed? I am. So dhi here means I am immersed in what? Satyam Param. Satyam Param is such a lovely description, the word Param, because we all feel that this is the highest, this is the highest, this is the highest. But when you put the word Param, it means factual highest. The absolute highest is being shared here. How do you know when you're immersed in the highest? How do you know when you've reached the highest? Physically, you can't go up. You can't go up then, at the top of a tower, as an example. Subjectively, how do you know that you're tuned into the highest? When you no longer seek gain. When what you do is not for gain, Satyam Param Dhimahi. But if one is still doing what they're doing for gain, it's Satya, but it's not Parasatya. Everyone's following that? What else teaches this? Itihasa, Ramayana. What else teaches this? Smriti, Bhagavad Gita. What else teaches this? Shruti, Upanishad. And I'll be very specific here. Rishi Shuka's disciple is Acharya Gaudapada. Acharya Gaudapada's disciple is Acharya Govindapada. And Acharya Govindapada's disciple is Acharya Shankara. So we're studying pure Advaita Vedanta. But what is the focus of Bhagavatam? Bhakti. So is the Jnana Marga and Bhakti Marga different? With these insights, I don't go around branding myself, I only study Jnana. I'm a bhakta, I don't think. They're totally integrated. This is a highlight from the first shloka, the second shloka. Nir Matsaranam. You've heard this word. Matsaranam sounds like Matsarya. Matsarya in English means jealousy. It's one of the 6 enemies that we have inside of us. To be able to be Bhagavata, bhakta, bhakti, bhagavan, to be able to enjoy Bhagavatam, there cannot be jealousy. If I'm sitting here and I'm jealous of the person sitting in front of me, I think they know more than me. They're taking notes. They know Sanskrit. What Bhagavatam? And this shows how much preparation is needed for the process, no? We talked about waving, comparing, correct? Comparing leads to jealousy. Jealousy leads to insecurity. In fact, to enjoy Bhagavatam, you have to be enlightened. To know the depth of each word and each connection, one has to be enlightened. Now, as we hear this, we're objectifying it, but I don't feel enlightened. But you're hearing Bhagavatam, isn't it? Which means you must be close. Why else would you be in this specific moment where the first shloka is being explained, and only those who are enlightened get access to this? I may not feel enlightened, but certainly my trajectory is enlightenment. In this second shloka, one more point I want to share. You may not have caught this, but the word atra is used 3 times. Atra, atra, atra. Almost every line the word atra is shared. What is being communicated is that through Srimad Bhagavatam, you can be enlightened. Here. Atra means here. This will be our biography. Atra. With this invocation, we move towards the kata. Where is Srimad Bhagavatam manifesting? What is that place called? Naimisharanya. In Bharat, where is that? Near Lucknow. So some of you are from Lucknow. Did you know that? Naimisharanya technically is the Uttar Pradesh area. Subjectively, this is the kshetra, the field, where Animisha lives. Animisha. Nimisha means blink. Animisha means to not blink. Who's the only one who never blinks? Bhagavan. Bhagavan may physically blink so we can relate to him. But if you come to Chinmaya Dhara, our Bhagavan Radha Krishna has not blinked since August 21st, 2010. For so long he's not blinked. For so long he's not sat down. Even when I speak there, I sit down, he still stands up. They are in the kshetra where Bhagavan is. That's this kshetra, no? Animisha kshetra. And there's 88,000 seekers there. Here there's 88, there's 88,000 seekers. And everybody wants to know why. They're engaged in what is called a Brahma Satra. They're engaged in a ritual. You know how long this ritual is? 1,000 years. When we're in rituals after 10 minutes. And if the one facilitating it doesn't get it, you start going like this. You slide your cell phone over there with the stopwatch. Now, for 1,000 years, those seekers cannot focus. So in between, there's people like Sutaji, who are there in between these rituals. Sutaji narrates to them the Puranas, the Itihasas. And Shaunaka Rishi, who is to be our role model in life. If we have a son, we may name him Shaunaka. There's lots of subliminal messages that come from here. Shaunaka Rishi, on behalf of all of those seekers, asks Sutaji 6 questions. Try to remember these 6 questions. You have these 6 questions too. Question number 1. What is the greatest good for all? Question number 1. What is the greatest good for all? And before I continue with the next questions, where have you heard this question before? What is the greatest good for all? No. Vishnu Sahasranama. When Yudhishthira asks Acharya Bhishma, Bhagavan Krishna tells him, go ask Acharya Bhishma how to be a great king, because Acharya Bhishma is the greatest. You've really never been a king. And Acharya Bhishma starts taking Bhagavan's name. Who cares about being a king? To be the greatest, just be God. What is the greatest goodness for all? Question number 1. Question number 2. What is the purpose of avatara? What is the purpose of avatara? Srimad Bhagavatam is famous for narrating. You will all get to tune into this. We always think of the Dashavatara, correct? In Bhagavatam, it goes from one avatara, that is Bhagavan Krishna, but then Sutaji says, wait, there's actually Dashavatara. There's 10. But then he says, wait, there's actually 24 avatars, so more are brought in. Then he says, wait, there's infinite avatars. How much fun they would be having studying this and listening to all of this. So question number 2 is, what is the purpose of avatara? Question number 3 is, what is the performance of avatara? Fine, they're here, but what did they do while they're here? What are their actions? So what is their performance? We ask that with our new people who come to sports teams, right? What has their performance been like? Co-workers that are new. Question number 4, what are the passings of avatars? Performance is, why did they directly come? Passings is, what were their leelas? What did they eat? How did they pass their time? What was the fun things they did? You know, like Vibhishana Gita, I gave very formal discourses, but in the question and reflection periods, it was, what is the passings of someone who's in the Guru Shishya Parampara, correct? And what's question number 5? Question number 5 is, what was the play of Bhagavan Krishna? Here they stop using the word avatara and they start using the word Bhagavan Krishna. So we have purpose, performance, passing, and play. And the last question is, what is Dharma's home? What is Dharma's home? Go back. When Bhagavan Krishna is asked, when you leave, Dharma's going with you. Where will Dharma go? And Bhagavan says, where will you go? Bhagavan says, I will go into Bhagavatam. So that's why that question is asked. What is Dharma's home? Say it back to me. What's question number 1? 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Very good. Now they are answered in order, but subjectively you have to go backwards. What is Dharma's home? Bhagavatam. I have to have the feeling that Bhagavatam is my end game. This is my end game for samsara. Then what will happen is I'll start to see the play of Bhagavan Krishna in my life, no? The passings, performance, and purpose of avatara, I will start to feel that I'm an avatara. The bhakta uses bhakti to be Bhagavan. Those questions will be about you. You won't have those questions because in truth, we are avatars. We just don't know it. When you know it, it's called incarnation. When you don't know it, it's called reincarnation. See how knowledge removes that prefix re. Re means uncontrolled. Now it becomes a controlled incarnation. So these questions, and that is the greatest goodness for all. It's the greatest goodness for you. It's the greatest goodness for all. The best gift you can ever give to your family is to be enlightened. You remove the vasanas or lighten the vasanas of 7 generations that will come after you and 7 generations that came before you. Everyone else can buy your family a trip on a cruise, or new shoes, or even a home. But only you can show your love for your family by being enlightened. This is where we're going to go through these questions from Jiva to Brahma. Oh.